Hey, it's the big bad black sheep, hat of fire, not a pretender or liar. And it's another reasoning, yeah. I trust that you're well, and I just want to say a beautiful day to you, anywhere that you are. And for this topic, it's about women's health and wellness. Yeah, so this is like a holistic, kind of breakdown today. Yeah, so I'm dealing with all aspects: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. Right? So, yeah. Let's get into it, I'm starting off the day early with some tea, You have this herb called trumpet leaf, Jamaican trumpet leaf. It is good for the lungs, diabetes, hypertension, so many things. It's like one of those super plants, But you can research it and see what it's about. This is a mixture of, with orange peel, so keeps you, reduce, like fat in the stomach, mucus as well. Yeah. It's a good vibe, no sugar. But let's get into it. So, alright, so a healthy lifestyle equals a more fulfilling life, for everybody. But, my focus is women. And one of the reasons is, we supposed to hold each other accountable, as women, right? And I think we should do that more because, I've seen a lot of dysfunction and distortedness in the feminine, and I personally had to deal with it within myself as well, We all have a lower nature. I'm not better than anybody else, any other woman. I just choose to do better. I choose to do things a certain way because I want a certain result. Yeah? And I will gracefully share, the information that helps me with other women as well. So there is no competition. There is no need for comparison. Right? This is a platform to be extremely transparent because life is life, right? And these times are even weirder. So, you have to just be as open-minded as possible and not take things too personal, But yeah, a healthy lifestyle equals a more fulfilling life. Yeah, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Yeah. Using herbs, fasting, exercise, conscious eating, yoga, meditation, and a lot more, But these are the basis of things that we can, indulge in that will align us in a more positive way, for a more positive outcome. And, conscious expression in oneself, So, conscious eating, with organic, natural foods. Because, the food that we eat, it affects us so much, our mental not just our physical, you know, and it affects our hormones, you know. And I, as a young woman, you know, I have to take that really serious, like hormonal balance, yeah. That is so essential, because as we become older, yeah, our stress levels rises, and yeah, it can cause us to become more depressed, you know. So we have to be really conscious of the foods we eat, because we don't just eat for hunger, we eat emotionally too as women. So we have to choose foods that help us to feel good, right? Not just in our bodies, but the mood. Because I notice when I eat like more natural, yeah, being on this journey, I am able to control my moods even more, you know. And there is not much of a clutter, yeah, because there's a saying that says cleanliness is godliness, right? And cleanliness is what make things flow, yeah. And you know, in a deeper term, I understand that, you know, chaos is not something that is all that bad, but that is for another topic, you know. Because somewhat in chaos there is a deep level of order, you know. But yeah, conscious eating, you know, not just the type of foods we eat, but you know, even the timing, yeah. Because sometimes even our sleeping schedule can be a bit off, you know. And that can cause a shift in our moods when we don't give our bodies proper rest as well, yeah. And sometimes we can be up late, and you know, eating at a certain hour sometimes kind of keeps the stomach, you know, active, the digestive system active, which should be shut down after a certain time, you know, put to rest for a certain time, you know, so the body can properly heal itself. Because the body heals itself, you know, if we let it, yeah. But yeah, hormonal balance and emotional balance, yeah. Because like our foods are stripped, you know, with iron, from iron and magnesium, which are two very essential you know, minerals for women, right? And we need more of that in our foods. We need to research foods, you know, research for foods that are high in iron and magnesium, because those food will increase, you know, our blood levels, you know, our blood level content. And because we see menstrual, yeah, so we lose a lot of our energy at that time. So we need to replenish well, you know. Well, yeah. When we consume those minerals, you know, we become healthy and stronger. Yeah. And yeah. You know, eating healthy, it has helped even in the process of shadow work, you know, because parasites are like spiritual demons, you know, when we have parasites in our bodies from the foods, you know, the foods that we choose to take in. It can cause us to think a certain way, you know. I can say that personally from, you know, me observing myself. Because I'm a very health conscious person, you know. I'm a Virgo woman, so yeah, you know. I put a lot of awareness in my body, so if I feel something creeping up, I am aware of it from the start, you know, because I trace patterns, yeah, but that's just me. All right, so with the foods that affects us, not just mentally and, you know, physically, but spiritually as well. But, you know, on a mental aspect, right, and spiritual aspect now, the intimate relationships that we have do affect our health, you know, because the reason why some women have so much health issues, you know, especially those in relationship, the body will reject things, you know, and disease showing up in the body is a form of rejection of something, you know. So unclean men will definitely decrease a woman's health mentally, physically, and spiritually. Yeah. Everything that we do alters our DNA, our mind, body, and spirit. Everything. So we get our DNA from our parents, not just to have it and stay still with it, but to evolve with it, right? So everything that we do at this present moment right now affects our well-being. Everything is like food, you know, physical food, mental food, spiritual food. We have systems in our bodies that digest information, because us eating food is us taking in information to give to the body to use, you know, to heal. So whatever we do, like even me smoking, sipping tea, it alters my well-being at this present moment. It is setting a pattern, you know, and that pattern can develop into a behavior until set in my character, till it's a part of it. So we have to be careful of what we intake, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or physically. Yeah, because it alters our DNA. It alters our mind pattern, our behavioral pattern, right? So next thing with foods, right? All right, so blood type. We all have different blood types, and that is like a blueprint for us to know the type of foods we should eat and environment that we should be in, you know. Because I personally, I have come to the conclusion that I am not supposed to eat meat, you know. Only fish and vegetables, you know, fruits and vegetables, because of my specific blood type. And when I noticed that when I was like fully, you know, ital vegan, my health wasn't at its best until I added fish again to my diet, you know, and reduce my stress levels, you know, by the type of people that I have in my life. Because I was in a very toxic relationship, and that was declining my health down to the max, yeah. Our health, you know, women's mental health is affected by stress, you know, the lifestyle, you know, that we live, and how connected we are to self and nature, you know. Because so many things that distract us from ourselves. We women, you know, barely pay attention to our bodies, our minds and spirit, because we are busy catering to everything else outside of us, you know. And that's not a healthy self-sacrifice, because if your cup is empty, you know, you can't pour into anybody else's, you know, and that's not fair to you. Yeah, it's not. You know, we don't need to be in the conventional medical arena where, you know, we just, we don't go to the core, the root of our problems within our the misalignments with us within our aspects, you know. And that's with holistic healing. It goes to the core, it goes to the root of the problem, yeah. The spiritual, because everything starts in the spirit, you know. So we must connect to ourselves, and without self we can't really be anything. The antidepressants that, you know, are being subscribed, or, you know, subscribed to patients, especially women, you don't need it. You need groundation. You need nature. That's the best antidepressant, yeah. You need to reduce your stress levels. That's what you need. You don't need more pills. You don't need psychiatric evaluation. You just need to connect to nature, right? That's your source, yeah. If you sleep okay, this one is like a nail, you know. But if you sleep with stupid men, you will become stupid, because sperm is brain fluid, you know. sex affects our bodies, you know, to the core. And as I've said in a previous video, you know, how men use sperm to bind us to them, because we think that it's from the spine, and the spine is connected to the brain, but it's from the brain. It's brain fluid, you know, and that can affect a woman's mental health, you know. That plays a huge part in women irrational thinking, you know, and impulsive behaviors, right? The more we give in to the illusions, yeah, the more our spiritual and mental health suffers, and physical too, yeah. Not living in our own authenticity, like those things, I see it, you know, it even affected me, because, you know, growing up, I've dealt with a lot of projections, you know, that I had to realign from, because it's not me. It doesn't feel like it's me, the core of me, you know. And so many women live their lives for everybody else but themselves, and they suffer greatly, yeah, mentally and spiritually too, because yourself is your spirit, your soul, you know. And if you're not connected to that, it's like a tree with no root. See? So yeah. And we women are more suggestible, you know. We have to have our boundaries and awareness to program our own minds for our own conscious benefit. Yeah? We are easily programmed. We are more teachable, meek beings, you know, so we have to be careful of the things we give our ears to. Yeah. I strongly believe that women that are drama driven, drama queens, have serious mental issues. Yeah. Because peace is everything, you know. Yeah. Peace in any foundation, man, is a strong foundation. You know. I can't thrive in chaos, especially other people's chaos, other people coming into my life to cause chaos. Because I like being alone. I don't feel alone. I don't feel lonely, you know. I feel very peaceful, you know. I have solitude. And that's how I like it. So I am protective of that, because I see how people do not have that for themselves, you know, and they like to project, yeah, their state onto others. And it's not like saying that I don't feel other emotions, but behind it, it's peace. If I'm angry, I can become aware that I am angry. and guide myself through it. Yeah. Likewise with other emotions, is to become present. Yeah. It is natural, but we have to have self-control. We have to practice that. We have to develop our masculine energies as well as women, you know, because that brings us our confidence, our unshakable confidence with the balance of our feminine, you know. Knowing that wisdom, that feminine energy is wisdom, and the masculine is consciousness. So we becoming conscious of ourselves, yeah, in our own knowing of self, we won't act out certain way. I'm gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna cut this video right here. Yeah. See you there. All right. Take care.